Hi guys, today I'm going to talk about the ways in which women lie and how men can identify them. Social manipulation comes easy for women. They're more experienced in the social world and hence develop more ways to be socially manipulative and navigate through society. They're masters at misleading people and lying to men and women about what they want, just to get what they really want. They lie to everyone, and they're great at it. They lie to their families, their coworkers, their bosses, their friends, their partners, and even their children when they have to. And the best part is that they're naturally so good at it, people don't even notice. They're especially good at lying to themselves, which basically tells us why most of the times women appear to make decisions they totally back out of in the future. Females regularly lie to their partners. They lie to their boyfriends, fiancés, and husbands for many reasons. They lie about their dating histories because they're afraid it might turn their current partners away from them. They lie about the number of men they've slept with because they're afraid it might upset their husbands or boyfriends. They lie about the amount of money they make so that they can keep it to themselves and use their partner's income. They lie about how and why their previous relationships ended so that their partners don't find out about their inclination to cheat. They lie about their future plans because sometimes, if not most, they're using men to either enhance their standards of living or project a certain image in their society and circles so that they're more socially acceptable. The primary reason why women lie to their men is to basically cover up their past decisions so that they can continue making those decisions in the present and in the future. They lied to cover up disloyalty. This includes lying about how they were in their previous relationships and why they ended. Men, on the other hand, are not as socially adept as women. They have a hard time figuring out when they're being lied to, especially by women. And women know that. They use that to their advantage and always have. Men are not even close to understanding how and when women are lying. Women are experts at this and have been since their teenage years. They know how to lie, and they know how to make you think that they're not lying about something. Men might think that when a woman fumbles with her words or looks the other way when she's speaking, tells that she's lying. Guys, women know these things. Don't you think that maybe she's pretending to do that to make you think that she's lying about something just to confuse you? Remember, women are like 5 steps ahead of you. They've thought of every move and everything that you're going to say after they say what they planned. They think ahead, and they know how they'll win at every conversation. So let's start with the ways a man can spot and identify when a woman is lying to him. And first things first, it takes a lot of time and experience to reach a level where you can be confident about when a woman is lying to you. It's not easy, but it can be done. Also, it's important to be wary from the very beginning and pay close attention to her natural self, or her baseline as the FBI calls it. This means that you need to pay close attention from the start of your relationship, or even before that, from the first interaction that you have with a woman. It's crucial that you pay attention to how she speaks conversationally, how she speaks when she's under stress, how she speaks when she's happy, how she speaks when she's sad, what her body language is like through her different moods, and basically her mannerisms, verbal cues, and visual cues. These include the movement of her eyes, her lips, her eyebrows, and how she sits or stands. You might be thinking why you need to know these things. It's because you can only spot the discrepancy in her actions when you know what her normal self is like. Only then can you figure out if she's lying to you or to someone else. So it's crucial to pay attention to what she says and how she says it under different circumstances. It's crucial to notice the little things such as her movements and how she makes eye contact when you ask her something you already know the answer to, and she chooses to hide the truth from you. That's where you can find out when she's lying to you. And it's important to not let her know that when she's lying, because if she finds out, she's going to change the way she lies to you. So if you have a baseline to how she normally speaks, responds, and reacts with reference to her facial expressions, verbal cues, and body language, it will be easier for you to identify when she strays from her baseline, indicating that she's not being true to herself, which tells us she's lying or hiding something. Now moving to the 5 different ways you can spot when a woman is lying to you. The first one is to notice her stories and if they sound overly rehearsed. I mean, if you're in a relationship with a woman, you will know over time how she shares information with you. For example, at the end of the day, she might talk to you about the whole day. That includes who she met, where she had lunch, what she thought of her new coworker, how the traffic was in the city, and the conversation she had with her mother. But if you ask her how her day was, and she replies in an overly rehearsed manner that she was at the office from 9 to 4, then she went for a coffee with her friends where they ate that particular cake, then she did this, and then she did that. And if you notice that she's just sharing too much all of a sudden, including details that she doesn't usually share, then know that she's hiding something from you. The second point is that she will repeat her story multiple times. This means that she'll repeat particular bits about the story more than once just to make sure that you get the point about it. For example, if she says she was at the mall with her coworker Sarah, and they went to a particular shop and then had lunch at a particular restaurant, she'll drill in the details about that restaurant and how the food was more than once. Know that there's something off about that part, and she probably wasn't at the restaurant in the first place. The third thing to notice is when she emphasizes how she really dislikes someone. For example, if she repeatedly says she just hates her new coworker whose name is George and keeps repeating it every other day, know that what she really means is that he excites her in weird ways and she's probably developing feelings for him, or that she's already started her affair with him. Number 4, she starts to use some very specific trust-building words and phrases such as honestly or trust me. So I know that some people use these words on a regular basis, but if your girl doesn't and all of a sudden starts to when you're conversing with her, know that something's not right and that she's probably hiding something for you. Number 5, she gets irritated when you ask questions or ignores you completely. So guys, this is when things are about to get heated up. When you feel like something's not right and you start to ask her some questions, even if you're asking them subtly, she will start to feel and show that she's irritated and annoyed at being asked those questions. If you ask how she managed to drive from the office to her friend's place and back to the office in 1 hour when you know that the friend lives a 2 hours drive away, you already know something doesn't add up, and she's just going to act annoyed and ignore your question. That's how you know something's definitely off and that she's lying to you. So guys, I'm not claiming that all of these points are 100% correct, but they sure will make you informed about how to detect potential dishonesty and save you from being lied to. That's it for today. See you soon.